Hello everyone, welcome to the Learn with Sandra show channel. My name is Alexandra and I'll be your guide in this educational journey. So in today's video, we are going to be tackling the JAMB CBT past question for the subject English Language Year 2023. So let's get right into it. We are going to be tackling question 1 to 20, so let's start with question 1. Now question 1, choose the word that has the same rhyme scheme as the following word. Now the word is battle, option A raffle, option B latter, option C beta, option D kettle. Now when we speak of rhyme scheme, for literature students, you are aware that rhyme scheme is the pattern of rhymes at the end of each line of a poem. But this is not a poem, these are words. So you just need to apply the same logic to the end of the word. The sounds make up a word, right? So now when we transcribe this word, battle, we see that it ends with L sound. Now you just have to look at the options and find out which of the options have the same L sound. Now you can see that option A has the same sound, option D also has the sound L ending the word. But when you take a look at option B and C, it doesn't. So we are eliminating option B and C. Then we are left with A and D. Now let's look at the second to the last sound. It has the schwa sound. Also, option D has the schwa sound, which is in brackets. But let's look at the following one. The next one is but we have f in option A, and then we have t in option D. That makes option D the final answer to this question. Question 2. The word in capital letter have the emphatic stress. Choose the option to which the given sentence relates. I bought my wife a red dress. Option A, did I buy my husband a red dress? Option B, did I buy my wife a red shoe? Option C, did he buy my wife a red dress? Option D, did I buy my wife a black dress? Now this question is under the contrastive stress, and contrastive stress is used to highlight the difference between elements in a sentence. Now look at the sentence. The emphasized word is wife, not red, not dress, but wife. So you need to look for a question that does not include the emphasized word so as to show the contrast. Don't forget it is the same element, okay? So the wife there is the object of the sentence, right? So you need to look at the object of each of the options and see the one that is different from what we have in the statement, okay? I bought my wife a red dress. So definitely option A is the correct answer to this question. So the word husband and wife, they contrast, right? But they have the same element within the expression. So moving on to question 3. This question is based on the Life Changer novel. Dr. Samuel Johnson is also known as Dash. The answer to this question is option B. Now, Humia Ahmad went to a department to get a matric number, and then she found Dr. Samuel Johnson, who happens to be the head of department. So he attended to her in what she described as, strange, because he was overly nice to her. And so she spoke to her husband about it, and then he disclosed to her that, oh, Dr. Sam John is my very good friend. And you will find this in page 19, although I'm using a soft copy. So if you have a different copy and the page number is different, kindly share this in the comment section. Question 4. Choose the word that has the same consonant sound as the one represented by the letters on the line. So the word is wash, and SH is on the line, and it is pronounced as sh. So we have option A, treasure, option B, occasion, option C, nation, option D, equation. Now the answer to this question is option C. As you can see, the letter T is articulated as sh also. So option C is the final answer to this question. Question 5. Now, this question is also under contrastive stress. Daddy plays tennis on Saturday afternoon. The answer to this question is definitely option D. Does Daddy play cricket on Saturday afternoon? Now, why is this so? The word tennis and cricket contrast. They are two different words, but they are of the same elements within the sentence. So option D is the final answer to this question. Question 6. In this question, select the option that best explains the information conveyed in the sentence. If you were here, it could be more fun. Now, first and foremost, we would eliminate option D because it implies a definite expectation. Okay, so option C is not true because there was fun, but its presence would have made it more enjoyable. Now, option B was expected but did not show up to liven up the occasion. This seems to be a possible answer, but the clause "it was expected" can be argued. Now, when you take a look at the first clause in the question, if you were here, implies an hypothetical scenario, so it's a condition that's imagined or assumed. And so, because of the context, we can suggest that its presence is desired or anticipated, although it was not clearly stated in the sentence that it was anticipated. Okay, so let's take a look at option A. It did not show up and so the occasion lacked much fun. Okay, so this implies that its absence resulted in the occasion lacking more fun. So it is safe to say that option A is the final answer to this question. Question 7. In this question, select the option that best explains the information conveyed in the sentence. Though he is our elected representative, he often takes a rather jaundiced view of our problem. Now, the most important phrase there is jaundiced view, and this means a negative stance towards the problem. Now, option A, hazy view, means unclear. Unfavorable position definitely means negative, okay, negativity. It takes a rather forceful view, that's option C, that is a strong perspective, right? Option D, it takes a sickly view, that is, it views the problem in a weak manner. So option B is the best answer to this question. Question 8. From the words letter A to D, choose the word that has the same consonant sound as the one represented by the letter underlined below. So the word is pin and letter P is underlined, right? So option A, we have psychology. Option B, we have pneumonia. Option C, we have pseudonym. Option D, we have pragmatic. Now, you can see that option D is the answer to this question because the letter P in pragmatic is articulated or pronounced as P. Also the same in the word pin. Okay, so option D is the final answer to this question. Question 9. Choose the appropriate stress pattern from the options. The stressed words are in capital letters. So the word is fluency, and we have option A, B, C, and D. Option D is the final answer to this question because fluency is stressed at the beginning of the word. The first syllable is stressed in the word fluency. So option D is the final answer to this question. Question 10. Now, choose the word that is opposite in meaning to the underlying word. This question is under antonyms, right? Opposite in meaning. Victor played the role of a haughty prince. Okay, so the word haughty is underlined and it means, boastful, prideful, and all of that. So if you're looking for the opposite in meaning, the answer to the question would definitely be option B, a modest. It also implies humility and all of that. So option B is the final answer to this question. Question 11. Choose the word or group of words that is most nearly opposite in meaning to the underlying word. The gradual process of transition to civilian rule came to and dash end. So gradual means, changing slowly, okay? And we are looking for the opposite in meaning. Okay, so the answer to this question is option C, abrupt. Abrupt means sudden. So option C is the final answer to this question. Question 12. Fill in the gap in the sentence below with the appropriate option. Peter and Jane love each other, dash the difficulties they face. The answer to this question is option B, despite. Despite is used to show contrast between two different situations or ideas. Now, option A, therefore, is used in a logical sequence. Option C, however, is also used to show contrast, but it does not indicate, the enduring love despite difficulties. Option D, besides is used in addition to. Okay, so the best answer to this question is option B, despite. Question 13. Choose the option that is nearest in meaning to the underlying word. Now we are looking at synonyms. So I was skeptical about the story she told me. Skeptical means having doubts. So option A, therefore, is the final answer to this question. Doubtful. Question 14. Now this question is based on the Life Changer novel. Dash is the euphemism used for cheat notes. The answer to this question is definitely option D, notes of salvation. And you can find this on page 48. Now in the text, we learned that Kola, scribbled some of the answers to the examination question and gave it to Salma, and Salma was busy copying from the notes of salvation until she was caught. Okay, so notes of salvation is the euphemism used for cheat notes. Now, by the way, euphemism is the use of inoffensive words as a substitute for an offensive word. For example, instead of saying the man died, I can say the man passed away. So pass away is the euphemism for the word die, right? So same as notes of salvation, it is the euphemism for the word cheat notes or the phrase cheat notes. So the answer to this question is definitely option D. Question 15. This question is also based on the Life Changer novel. Now, why did Omar say he passed his SSC? By no means a small feat. The answer to this question is definitely option D, because he passed excellently on his first attempt. Now, you can find the answer to this question on page 8. I'm using the soft copy, so you might have a different number. Okay, so please share the number in the comment section. Question 16. Choose the option that has the same vowel sound as the one represented by the letter on the line. Now, the word is naked and the letter on the line is letter E. Okay, so option A, we have friend. Option B, we have bead. Option C, we have fed. Option D, we have bead. The answer to this question is definitely option D. So option D, we have E, the short sound, also in the word naked. Okay, we have the short sound, the naked, and is also in the word bead. Option D. So what you have in option B is the long version, the long sound, and you can see right next to it we have a colon. Okay, so that shows it's a long sound. Okay, so option D is the final answer to this question. So from the list of words in A to D, choose one that best describes the sentence. James and Henry were dagger drawn when I knew them. This means that they dash. So when we speak of dagger drawn is an idiomatic expression that means that two people are always in a state of very intense hostility towards each other. Okay, so it means angry. You're always angry with each other. So option A is the final answer to this question. So who among Salma's roommates were reserved and withdrawn yet generous to a fault? The answer to this question is option A, Ngozi. So upon Salma's registration, she realized that she had been paired with 3 other girls, Ada, Tomiwa, and Ngozi. So Ngozi is the quiet one, reserved and withdrawn, but then she's very generous. She doesn't cook for herself alone, according to the text, and we can find this on page 32. So please, if you have a different page number, share with us in the comment section. So option A is the final answer to this question. Question 19. Now choose the word that has the same rhyme scheme as the word below. So the word is day, and the last sound in the word day is A. So let's look for that in the option. Option A, we have there, so we have air. Option B, anime, so A. Option C, we have flight. Option D, we have So the answer to this question is definitely option B, anime. Okay, day. Okay, option B is the final answer to this question. Question 20. In this question, fill each gap with the most appropriate option from the list provided. Without our relentless campaigns, we might dash sure of victory in the race for the National Assembly. Now, the answer to this question is definitely option B, never have been. Now, the first clause, without our relentless campaigns, this tells us that the outcome is dependent on the presence or absence of the campaign. Now, we might introduce us to, possibility, uncertainties, right? There never have been indicates the uncertainty about achieving something in the past. So the answer to this question is definitely option B. Come to the end of this tutorial. I believe it was impactful. I believe you learned a lot, in your preparation for your examination. Thank you for joining us. Do not forget to hit the subscribe button and like this video. Thank you for staying tuned, and I hope to see you in our next video. Bye.